I've always done hair, you know, and I just didn't think about making it a professional career. I used to think that doing hair was something you did when you couldn't do something else, you know. I didn't take it seriously. When I went to FSU, this girl in my class told me, you should drop out of school and go and work for my mom. She does hair for these magazines. And I was so offended. And I was like, went home for the summer, was beauty supply shopping, saw her mom in a magazine, and I was like, oh, she's not lying, you know? So then I was like, all right, which propelled me to wanting to like quit. I would choose to do a relaxer for someone on campus over taking my science test. Everybody that I knew at that time loved all things Hot Boys and Cash Money. So when we went to New Orleans for the Essence Festival, we were all in the club at the bar, and then I don't know, one of them said, ooh, there's Wayne. And I don't know why I didn't fan out. I just did not. So we're at the bar, he was on the side of me and I was here. So I was like, how's Sita doing? Like, I really thought that I knew him. Sita is his mom. And he looked at me like, she's good, she's good. I was like, oh, okay, tell her I said what's up. So, when your next video? Like, when you shooting your next video? Like, dead serious. Like, it's like I jumped into a conversation that we are used to having. And he was like, looking at me like, she's weird. He was like, we're shooting tomorrow, actually. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Well, you know, call me if you need me. I'm here or whatever. So then later we're walking around and he came over to me and he was like, what's your number? And I was like, whatever. He was like, no, what's your number? I'll call you. I gave him my number. The next day he called. So I was like, wait, I don't have anything to work with. I was there on vacation. I only had stuff to do my hair. It's Essence Festival on a Sunday. New Orleans shuts down a little early. All the beauty supply stores were closing in like 30 minutes. So the last one that I called, I told them that I was this big company and I needed like 4 gallons of gel. I needed like a case of this. And they were so hyped at the possibility of the money that they were gonna make. They were like, okay, we stay open for you. Well, we made it to the beauty supply store and I only needed like a few things. And they were so mad. They were like, oh, what about, you know, the relaxer? I was like, no, we changed it. Let me just get these clips and this little gel and dryer and we good. He was my first personal like client that I could call my own, which actually made it really hard for me because I really wanted to do female, but he was a man with dreadlocks. He was a big supporter of me and where I wanted to go with my career. But I also had my thing going on in Miami doing music videos. So I still met a lot of people. Solange knows. I loved her wedding. That was a nice hair moment because it was special. She told me like, I really love how you do my fro. So that was sweet. And I love Don't Touch My Hair, like that opening shot with the braids and the beads. I love Zoe for the cover of Allure. I mean, I love her for everything, but that was just really special. Janelle Monáe, my favorite moment with her, I liked the googly eyes. I picked them up and I was like, Janelle's gonna be like, girl, where are you going with these eyeballs? But she loved it and it looked so cute on her. You know, I can't say it would work nicely on anyone else. Like, it was great for me because it seemed like something that only she could do. Lala, that's my fun girl. Like, sometimes I don't even care if I'm working. Like, she's just fun. We hang out, she'll come over, order food. It's just fun. But I loved her for the cover of Latina magazine. That was really nice. I love Kelly's cut. Her bob was super cute. I use her as a verb, like when I'm doing good, taking care of myself, I'm like, I'm out here getting my Kelly on. There are times when I have events that multiple clients will request me for the same event. It's really nerve-wracking. Like Met Gala last year, I did 3. I did Lala Anthony, Zoe Kravitz, and Janelle Monáe. That was crazy. It can work, but we all have to stay in the same area, like in the same hotel or across the street, you know? So they did it. I'm so blessed. Like, I know my lane. I know what my clients like about me. I know what I feel comfortable doing because it doesn't feel like I'm working when I do it, you know? When I try to force something, it's like, this was a long day at work, you know? But doing me and my thing, it's so much easier. So my advice would be to do you.